Here's the evidence, and this is from The Nation, by the way, not a right-wing publication that's trying to get all men off for their evil sexual assaults. Here, they described the testimony. Both primary accusers gave accounts that were emotive, but were also undercut, sometimes seriously, by other witness testimony or evidence. Haley, one of the accusers, has undergone renovation over various tellings. A calendar she kept is scrawled with the words, I love New York. I love stuff, surrounded by doodled hearts on the week of her alleged rape.
Wow.
Now, maybe she did that early in the week and didn't go, I hate rape.
Maybe. Okay.
You might not want to put that on your calendar.
Right. Later entries related to Weinstein, she obliterated in some of her other testimony, including the bleak characterization of an encounter previously described as consensual. So again, she had already described the account as consensual. Invited skepticism when juxtaposed with emails saying lots of love or totally bummed to have missed you. Okay, I mean, it seems weird that you'd write to someone who raped you and say, oh, I missed you, I'm totally bummed, but maybe it was just in passing. Jessica Mann, who spent the longest time on the stand. Oh, by the way, we should also point out that afterwards, after the rape, she had consensual sex with Harvey Weinstein. Mm-hmm. So it's important to note.
Admits to that.
She admits to that she was raped and then later on came back and went to a hotel room and had sex with him consensually. So
can we
weird.
just say that you don't go to hotel rooms, even with people of the same sex, unless you're really, really good friends for a very long time? You've been in situations alone. I mean, I would never invite somebody up to my hotel room and alone, a woman, and say, hey, you want to meet in my hotel room? Mm-mm. No. Now, maybe if you're...
Same sex, I think, is totally... Generally speaking, totally fine. I don't know, but maybe not in today's world. I don't know. I've been up at a lot of hotel rooms with friends when we're even on trips. I never seemed threatened. Never felt that way.
I said with friends, fine. Yes. But a stranger, no way.
It's not typically the way you do it.
No.
Yeah. So it's definitely an odd thing. The lawyer for Weinstein made the case that you're making, and she's a woman, by the way, and she said, look. You are going to eliminate 99% of these situations by not going to hotel rooms with men in the middle of the night.
Now, may I say, Harvey Weinstein is different because I'm this way as well. You want to have a private meeting with somebody. You know that everybody is listening. Now, I don't say, let's meet in my hotel room alone.
No.
But you could see somebody like that going, you know what, we're going to talk. We have to talk in private. Let's just go. I've got a suite and it's got a conference table in it or whatever. Let's just go to my suite. Bad idea, but it's possible.
Idea, especially when you live in the same town.
Yeah.
Take her to your house or have her meet you at your house where your wife is. That would be a nice idea.
Or there's security presence or
whatever.
Something, right? So, but again, that does not mean because you went to a hotel room, it's okay to be raped. Like, not okay, not cool. Doesn't matter if you like. And if you had a consensual relationship for 5 years, and after that, after 5 years, there's an incident where something isn't consensual. You might be able to get yourself to the point where you'd understand, okay, well, maybe you'd excuse one bad thing and go on with it, right? But this is the first time they've ever been together is a rape. And then you start a consensual relationship after that.
Well, it's a cornerstone of your relationship.
Right. It's like, hey, remember the first time we met? Yes, I do. In fact, yes. Let's recount it in front of a jury.
You had me with a knife at my throat. Right. Oh, those were the days.
Those were the days.
Good times.
Okay, so here's the second accuser. So she has this apparent sexual assault, as reported. So what does she do? She's in town for this night. She is going to go home that night. Instead, she decides to sleep on the floor of her friend's closet and stay an extra night. Why? Because the day after the rape, she decided she wanted to go to a screening and celebrate Weinstein's birthday with him. Now, you get raped, you stay an extra night in the city so you can celebrate the birthday of your rapist? Seems incredibly impossible to me.
It does.
Going on, the friend, who is now not friends with this woman anymore, is now part of the prosecution, was actually called and subpoenaed under the prosecution, or excuse me, the defense. She contradicted this accuser all over the place.
Jeez.
As the Nation, again, left-wing publication says, nobody outside of this room doubts that abuse and rape can coexist with a relationship or that women maintain contact with men who hurt them. What rang false was the prosecution's gothic language and theory of the case set beside the breezily ordinary language of witnesses' emails to Weinstein, asking how he is, what's his schedule, when is he in L.A. or London, can he meet her mom?
Wow.
You're inviting your rapist to meet your mother? I mean,
Mom has not gotten lucky in a long time.
Reminiscing about their first meetings. Again, we were joking about that a second ago. She was doing it, reminiscing about their first meeting when she was raped to her rapist.
Is this can you get by all of this with the power dynamic thing?
I don't
It's
think
because of the power dynamic. And that's basically what they have, right? What the prosecution had.
I have to tell
he
you.
was so powerful that she didn't want him to get mad at her.
Here's what I think actually happened in that room. I think that there were those who went, look, the guy is guilty. We know this.
Yes.
We know he's guilty. You're going to just let him go? You're going to be on the jury. You're going to be forever remembered.
Imagine telling your friends.
As the guy who let O.J. Simpson go.
Imagine,
Good for you.
Imagine the conversation you're having with your friends, walking out. Hey, you've been gone for a while. Where were you? I was in jury duty. What case? Oh, Harvey Weinstein. You mean the one where they let Harvey Weinstein out? What the hell? You people are monsters.
Yeah.
Right? We all know Harvey Weinstein is guilty. That's not a legal argument, by the way.
Right.
We all know it is not a legal argument.
Correct.
The legal arguments were made in the case in which the evidence was overwhelming that this was definitely, well, first of all, 100% overwhelming that it was a consensual relationship because both the women said that it was. However, this one incident, again, the standard is to prove his guilt.
Yeah.
Right? So you're telling me with all of this, and I'm leaving
There's
off
no
two more
doubt.
pages of phone calls and emails here that we were going to get to, but we don't have time. But there absolutely is reasonable doubt that this one out of many incidents was non-consensual because not only did Harvey Weinstein say it was non-consensual, and we have all these other emails, they both said at the time that it was. They didn't go out and tell other people. They told people that it was consensual in some of these cases, and they changed their stories later on.
So here's why this matters to you. This is a mob mentality. It's a mob mentality. If I mean, even the prosecution, they knew they had a weak case, but they thought, momentum in society is going our way.
Yeah.
That's not good.
They basically admitted that.
That's not good. Sometimes you have to let the bad guy go in hopes and in knowledge that, you know what, they're going to get him next time. You have to do that. It feels awful. It feels terrible. I wouldn't want to be in that situation. We all know. Well, yes, but not in this case.
Yeah, the Westboro Baptist Church is protected by the First Amendment, even though I hate it.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. Because sometimes you have to take the worst example of a human being to make the case. And Harvey Weinstein, look, I want him in prison for a million different reasons. Right? Some of them just related to, I just don't like the guy.
Yeah.
But in this particular case, it does not seem that they had the evidence. And I think you're right, Glenn. I think the people went in that jury room and were like, we can't just let this guy walk out. He's obviously guilty of something.